You want to establish your kingdom here. The underlying word is you want to establish a kingdom here. You can't establish a kingdom on somebody's homeland. Abra won't ho. Eti obi yen demonstration or one kwan so why demonstration. But what chroma that there's will be any news. But the moment or can say or person establishing a kingdom or hand. That is where people have problems.
Ye musa na kakra mfa ho. Is it like say yes say ye be a demonstration say ye tu nkofobia or ye man brother ya Ghana for biti Nigeria. E biti nkonkura nso mo suka so mo tu ye na e be boa na. E na kwan be so nso na say mo say ya ton asase ma Igbo hene. Say en ton asase ne man na kwan be so na e fa so go see kingdom. Because me ade we say enye me dia me say me mfanye bibia. Enye me dia me mfa so mfanye. The first say me dia na me be. So I think say ye musa no more stories about it. If there's a legend stories in Yante. I don't know what Igbo for Igbo.
Yeah, Igbo dey so mo ye nuanom.
But what the echo so was supposed to be in the kingdom Ghana.
Well, matters are issue on the airwaves and I say other social media platforms and say the say people are talking about such issue now hanging this time round. Now interestingly, we say oman bia no onra.
Okay.
Yeah, Wama or manager to the near day. You understand? You are at liberty to be a leader of a certain group of people, whether within the country or from different country. I'm about more settlers. My kind of settlers. Oh yes, settler. You can appoint your leader.
Settlers. So we are better. Okay.
You want free about better.
Okay.
But chieftaincy act and amount the powers to bestow upon yourself the title kingship,
okay,
or even a chief.
Also be sure say na sabe no kan. Bomutri kakam. Say omo ma kwan say si wo ho.
Obetimi abetena asem me na me leader.
Okay.
Me na me your panyin wa ha. Oka obi anu. When you use the word leader, nobody has any problem with it.
Okay.
But when you use king, for somebody to even qualify to be called a king in Ghana, or to be called a chief, or a paramount chief, or a sub chief, divisional chief, whatever, in Ghana, no, your laws no stating it clear.
Okay.
It's a nipani free kroma na se ninchi.
Okay. If ya.
Ne na nabi e free kroma ansa na or qualify say me from simple terms ana meka no. It's ne na nabi. Na descendants. Ah, omo free omo nya settlers, omo free kroma ankasa.
Okay.
And omo qualify say odi hene. Anasa odi akunya yede e kroma.
Oh, okay.
So with this Igbo issue, no, so crown himself as king. Some before baby say you see we now cover Ahintasemtv. I don't know how the idiom goes. So Okofa Ahintasemtv. Just say you don't even deserve say what's your friend, sir. No. So in a normal society in crown, you see we now which my friend but obi ansom that is the right word.
Yeah.
You understand? Enti Igbo no. Fine. This is not the first time we are having such people in the country. About on Ache. You know matter more than 200 years, 100 years ago, you understand? Yeah, awo memuha. Okay. Igbo for her. The other we Yoruba for Ewo Krum, Hausa for Ifri Kruma. Nigeria, I'm talking about 300 different languages.
Yeah, so the Ghana also have different languages.
You understand? Over 300 languages, no more in Nigeria. It's ethnic groups no hopa. But most popular ones now called Yoruba, Igbo, no adeno. That's what you say. And almost in the diaspora. Should I say? Omo mo tutu kwan free krom ho na omo wo baby yemfa nsan ka Ghana yesi omo mo wo abruchiri.
I know mo nya ko kaka.
You understand? Okay. Omo mo wo abruchiri no. Na ye in the diaspora. Nti yemfa nsan Igbos in the diaspora e wo Ghana ha. Na so yo omo king. Ti omo nyina na ate ase no mo yi ni so omo leader. That is fine. But Ghanaians have problem with the fact say you want to establish your kingdom here.
Okay.
You want to establish your kingdom here. The underlying word is you want to establish a kingdom here.
Kingdom.
You can't establish a kingdom on somebody's homeland. Abra won free ho. Eti obi yen demonstration or won kwan so yede. Or demonstration. But what chroma that there's obi any issue. Okay. But the moment or can say or person establishing the kingdom or hano. That is where people have problems.
Because on say emblemu on say wonim kaka fam la ho de yem fan ko mum. On say emblemu mo say Nigeria for no nyoma no demonstration am here no. omo de say omo ma hu ni say na kwan so no na
you know
say ye mpa wo bi mfiri de kwan so
no violence can be condoned say ade bia o say o pa ade papam now the bone kwan so na be ma na yiya it is nil like enya papa.
Okay,
do you understand? Don't forget say nipa no atena krom ache e bia meka say kwa akwa citizenship.
okay,
so you say kwan fa so e be citizen of a country not just by say ya wo fro.
yeah, true.
You understand? Because adoption which mean ko adopted be you understand? Good. Enti e bia obeda hu say oye citizen krawa. 2, don't forget say oye business person and as a business entity. Enti won so betimi establishing business say they accept foreigners to establish them. That is why we encourage foreign investors into the country. To somewhat on so betimi aka no say oye foreign investor obetena kuma ba obi bia adwuma mamamfo so nya bi ye de enti wo famra no hye won sem ko say ne ne omasa na I mean it is not nice.
Enti yempamom da busu yempamom do mu yi onye wa say opekindom yempam no
I don't want to agree say yempamom but we should stop that kingdom.
Yes, stop kingdom no.
Yeah,
ba wonu say na cases bi ba ya Nigeria for no yomukunkum Ghana for no bebre yesi bi twa was paper.
Yes, until it is substantiated.
Em nansen achi bia no kwa de me ni twam minim ho mna de ba ma hwe video no mo che say Nigeria boys ni bi akwache Ghana ni na ku na twuku na twitwa na
fa
me we fi ku ne kakra
Ghana ha
Ghana ha.
Okay,
ami achi omo mnante makoma be 6 nsia de achi omo omo ye na Igbo for Nigeria for balance case yi ba ye na bi na ye say ye pam Igbo for ye pam omo as Nigeria for do bia for le mbi Yoruba o wan ye obi e for so obi anko
there be unse who study international relations who study international relations. That is why my mind omo wa yonko fa bi de that is why there is diplomacy.
Okay,
etina Nigeria for omo high commission wa I get my point omo wo baby a Nigeria for okumo nyina emra kwan so aban mu no omo wa asem bia omo ye de omo ko ho.
okay,
do omo commissioner e de e okumo but what you say
better
sound so na ko America Ghana ewo ye embassy wo but what you say ye embassy wo America.
Okay,
yeah ye Ghana for ni gu ho a omo ye de omo ye civil servant omo ye adwuma ma Ghana ban. But what you say eno no wo ho say Ghana ni bi ti US na so onya problem bia onimo bia ho nti e wo so onya Ghana ni bia obedwane akoto no and as aban tumi bia obedwane akoto no. But what they make an say so country bia was that is international relation. Enti country we ni nkofo we ni nkofo was our relation. It is our family na some say pam straight away sir and you say bia in serious cases be to say they want to claim ownership of over your sovereignty and then nobody will allow that. Some here na Cote d'Ivoire and I say Burkina Traore abora Ghana say Ghana hane de me ne nkofo abetena you see ye pese ye say constitution ye betena ye see hane de mra na ma ho kwan but obetima abetena krom ha but what man say obetima abetena krom ha uwura krom ha no ma ye I think you have some African countries you know ECOWAS wo ho kwa uwura krom ha kwa obetima spend 90 days wa ye obi amusa bia if you only say who pass it through the immigration in the nice way asembia ni ho a obetima atana be 90 days or so.
Nti me membla o land no sensem kaka per records no me say land no wa tokwa to wada.
Yes, according to the information that we have in say land ne de mapa na kwa kan in a certain video say wa akwa a certain land.
Okay, yeah, what land no wa to no kwa say be Ghana ha nipa na kwa to sa land me so say de be man so fanya say buntu djuma.
There be 50 acres there ebi wo pa. And according to one lady that spoke no or say sometime no motete asase ne man no kra no asase no omo de 1 acre man 100 by 100 one plot man 100 by 100.
Wow.
But what you say 100 by 100 inti never say inti have 400 by 400 and 1 acre to one de na ton man no by name say onu say ntesa so that thing say by 80 by 70 by 80 or something like that. Jina say uhwemu a 6 plots within an acre.
Wow. So you told me 1 acre kwa man ne ya eso sene
Ono no dey 1 acre. 2 plots. This all the 2 plots come and say one year ono no dey 1 acre. According to a lady that spoke from that area.
Okay.
You understand? And the reason why or we can say Ningo Pram or the chief over there be kasa I say or me a press conference I think we who start releasing now. Who's what can say? We need such records so be about there. About better as be or near there. And to me blaming no, me blaming Enye because as I said no more about 12 years ago.
Okay.
And for about 20 years down, I feel no more to or any area ho. But what I said for 20 years down, I feel no more to me or any. Oh yeah, everyone's more or less no over or a one area only now about down as or any.
Until one more by and I say what that.
On by an assassin or attended that until you new records on ma. And according to a certain lady be or say, sir, assassin and that honor. And yet or he been a Toma on name I wanna quest a busian assassin. Okay. A busian Satam or he be anywhere taking care of Sanya money and acquire busian assassin. As a mama busian assassin be a walk dunko. And I'm more trebiaton. Okay. But what I say? Anna almost no problem they say. Mo buy and almost say mo de barber factory. Oh, be also knew all chili for some pie. A codo. Ain't it as I didn't know more say land and no cray anyone, Miss Ramon. A book video now be who say land no or maton. And that, yes, so much with your watermelon. Watermelon is so much. Yes, I don't know more assassin. For now. You understand? Assassin so yes, I was something say 1 acre yes, 1 ton and do 5,000 cities. What
some judge statement on the buy
strategic means of saying something. Okay. It means somehow I don't blame him that much.
But no could be air cancer also or information minister. Is it one addressing as information minister or my Ghana information. But I resent and say maybe you go pam. Yes.
And I'm gonna say that is why Gentia among Ghanaians and youth, the brave person more call on a rampage and also more call demonstration here. They say, you see, they have not heard anything from the government mouthpiece. What's a information ministry, and I was a Mumbai Kasa or no Kasa in that capacity. The answers are by Kasa. Okay. But we know Kasa as a member of parliament for Ningo Pram. Yeah. Okasa from the office as a member of parliament. I don't think he spoke from his office as an information minister. That is where the problem lies. But what you say? Okay. And if one on some, I'm expecting the honorable member of parliament to, come again. You know, Omoma you no crewum say no cre. The no cre so let's see what to do.
How comes so? What is he abono?
Oh.
This is
not a new thing in Ghana's politics. Okay. What do I say? So how do we see be na I rehearse say baby I democracy about be dream. You into me who say ye kwakoto aba ye koto peacefully. You are to go to exercise your franchise. Huh? Just to exercise exercise your franchise keke. So go krumotini. Wako nipa no ho de opese oto aba no apoto ama no wako ten ofi nipa magina ho the EC eya responsible for say bibia be koso kama no onu wontumi nya adwuma na why would people go there and cause problems? The fact that something bad happened yesterday, the fact that I committed a crime yesterday does not make it right. Say what say ye. What must say?
The question is also uncle or who can so uncle.
Obia won kwan so call. Say or a former member of parliament boy. Though in your area ho, but or somehow or a party supporter. And you solidarity or kwakota ni abachi.
When you say a guy no like obi a guy.
Oh that be. O can say on say individual difference obi an say the city. Now oya guy no busa I want say how akum si gina ho no. Na ototo nensa odidi atem o cause problem ho ana
what pepper spray decision
eno de obi obeka say o use pepper spray bia no o use a o ye right say o use
adentia
eh
we your law like against because we your law we nim law ho
say enya sa no kra na tie listen we have defensive mechanism. Okay. Eye nipa bia no e wo wo nchen So obi babo wasum na say wo yesi. Obi babo wasum na say wo yesi na say ebo nipa no ohwe no owu a. Okay. Na evidence wo hono mo a. Nipa no babo you have defended yourself.
So the question is how come say oko baby adweboni bia na otun pepper spray.
Based upon precedences. You understand?
No,
don't act like as if you are not in this country.
Oh, that be me who bibiasa.
Listen. Obi a wodi politics achievement him say politics no. Okay. Mafia work wom.
Okay. Do you know me bibia bet mercy.
Now referee dey see why ya was so gone. Referee ana. Something happened over there. There was some strike. I say rough because ho. It next time no, oh ko baby sa na. Oh, men ka say for two share one I say but at least Unu say bibi ba wo de be defend nye say wo de kwa kodi bone na mum to defend yourself babesia nti sabe you ebia how would you know say nye spray no kwa wo spray na kaba na nkoma bone kuno
o ba na security service yo moduma
nti wo hear video the video per the video ameme hwe e bi ni de okay the security personnel no more helpless they couldn't help and they couldn't be almost so obi antimi amwa listen to me because said your way said ayetimi yidi obi police officer na apem na hwe wan na
ne pa
and what are you expecting them to do
me me chese me hu so omo try so omo cover ye pata bi oti de me pese me tell say ye pata ntokwa ade na esi ne ye hu say incidents asi ye pata na won so two people strike which means ntokwa na ba so are ready to fight
over video ni ya omo ba ne so no omo ba no ntimi to na be bom pram na ma da wo se be bom pram sa you don't do that. You don't do that. Obi on or me be him say you can't do that. It you obi be proud na say they are waiting there defend one. You just sit there for the person to injure you. No, you don't do that. What you say match to a so obo bi abefa.
Medwane.
You understand?
Medwane.
Oh, dwane there obetimi adwane. But na me say wo dwane a na say sika kuta na obetimi dey atwa. But adra wo bibi kuta wa. You can even defend yourself.
Enti my me tie okasemu ya. Na yes on two people on defending who that way.
Or defending her, and yeah, I will defend her anytime, any day. She was defending herself. Yeah.
So what Ghanaians are speaking, or the Ghana for a comfort how comes in one?
How comes in or no one say make us say individual difference. Abia or no suban be one abia enye.
Who did the word abia? My Mr. question like what's how who comes in one campaign? From previously about 20
years or a former member of parliament. You understand?
Just former member of parliament.
Yes, I know, and I'm a politician.
I don't quite know.
Yes, I don't want to be ye.
Okay.
You understand? I'm dealing ye. One say, oh, Kasa Afa criminality is one, and you are not careful about the extent of the evidence. Wow, you may have problems.
Okay.
Okay, but you say, Mami we bekasai
Bisu,
Hanabisu bekasai. Do you understand?
Also, what bonnet pain? So what is also what bonnet pain? How was a bonnet pain?
Good. Based upon another seminar or kind, my man, yachini to man, how comes in yachini to man? Court to charging and say, I court to charging, say, or your criminal and Tian Fanning Kutumana. And don't mean friend a criminal. So once again, I had listen. Me friend, oh, have a speech, man. I know of my speech, maybe can't criminal. Maybe besides, I wouldn't say, like, wouldn't how it comes in. Say, said the amount for Kano. Okay, let me speak out there. The amount for Kano. Mean Geo Martin, I can't argue with them on that. What do I say? Okay. But when you probably brought my issue statement, say, Mamma, or you see what you say, that is fine. But as far as me, I'm saying that has interest in the law, let's see, I see a fan. Say, Nipponian charging and saw your criminal, Uncle Demua, on your criminal. I get my papa, gonna be the bonnie, I say, Yenchino, say, Obama won't be friend a criminal because we've not been able to charge him. Okay. That is why you'll be Kuni Papa, a friend of suspect. Okay. Why wouldn't you say any prayer to 12 will be? Why won't you be friends or a criminal? Until the only how Christians uncle a bit much home. A bit much home. It's an assault. That's saying. Why assaulting Nipano? And it's against the law. It will be to me to keep on. And how I come to acquire Bonnie will be taken on the call. Police, you bet say no, na you prosecute you na. That is fine. But obi anye. If that is so, I will be anye. But when the obi also will be, somebody can take them on. Okay. But it's up to the government or the authorities to make sure say, I'm rabbi yerduma and only a seven. Okay. Understand?
me de manu asem besi we den come me you hu am de bae but mama musa ansa na ye twam ba wo mi awusu se bebo MPP
na ba bia o de me kwese die
yes man
interesting but former vice president Dr. I think I love that man we said we sit here now was a very noble learned, you understand? Yeah. And kai hiya sankofon bibri e wokunwa so ati ase hiya sankofon bibri other aspirants who will be edin but other aspirants nso say what can I say there me ka mo nyina nso asem eka ho enti we other aspirants are honorable Ken so a very Brian Champon apadu chum so e wo ho no ma so interest me hu ni so interest but when obia won peculiar excellence and I say ade a won ho a e kama okay obia wo de obetumi de aba on board okay me nka say yema Mr. A and I say Mr. B nko me declare my choice no I say you know it's not nice to do that but betimi aka say mama de na fair on a neutral grounds Ghana for has nipa no moto abama na fine some amount to amano no lose ya yina bia beka be so this was on the fair grounds. That is the problem in the NPP. Okay, if there is this election amokwa, let everything be plain, transparent, everything na ehun say nipa no lose ya wade atum se ma lose I'm going to support you now yina ya ko peka
okay bet me busa question ho
well
what who be say like say
yina nim say Kennedy Japan came out to say he was not treated fairly. Ghpagetv say Alan Cash at the time that he was there no ono so complaining say and treating him fairly because odwen say enyoma anko yi ama no Ken so be kasa say ono so odwen say enyoma anyede anko yi ama no ananya sa enti wo yebetima ma video and say yebetima ma evidence e try say enipa asumasi as o claim say o sisi no okay enti eno de yebetima aka enti if they all can no credit there or if it is anything to go by there then the party would have to sit down say no this time round the person will be able kasa hu bi enti enye ne say okay ade enye transparent enye on a fair ground everything
who address we there mama fanshem MPP na kasa hu say mo achemi no imu cheche
and they say a party bi am NDC for there no Indomu primaries in Tina say party united and again they are in power and they have one leader that is President Mahama. That is why you see them as a unit. When Omuk descended call the primaries Omukwe in divisions our party BM from factions our party BM and we are nyam Ahini cry what the fino said akunyane to say you ma member akomano you have factions obia na adwene you understand you know there anything bia nya de bia mama biasa normal thing in politics
kind of say was so podium here had a member kwame de BBS